Hello, I'm Dave. I'm directing Comedy Zone and Comedy Zone Asia 2019. The Comedy Zone is important because it's a really hard thing to do. Like putting on a festival, you have to bankroll it yourself. And so for the comedy festival to have this initiative where they handpick 5 different acts, 4 to 5 different acts every year, and they put them together and they structure it with an MC and an order. And it's got great branding, so the public recognize Comedy Zone and they come to it expecting a certain standard. So it's great for audiences and comedians. Comedians get to, I guess, be partially sheltered from the challenges, financial particularly, and they don't have to hustle as much. So that's really nice for them. And then the audiences get to see 5 of the best upcomers in one package in 1 hour. So it's really handy for them too. So it's a brilliant initiative. I think to a huge degree, I think comedians direct themselves because they know their character. I mean, and they know kind of their material better than anybody else. So they really direct themselves. So I guess it's more of a mentorship. So there for them anytime they need me just to bounce ideas off me or get advice. I mean, I've been studying martial arts and the word sensei, who you learn the martial arts off, the Japanese word means someone who's been down the road before you. So, yeah, sensei is someone who's just been further along the road and kind of hit those potholes and those little bumps and, things to trip over. And so having a good understanding of a lot of those things, having fallen over on my face on stage many times, literally and metaphorically, I can kind of I can help them overcome those things and maybe look out for some things that they might not be aware of yet. Just so happened that I had a year off this year, and so I came back on board. Did it last year as well, so I've done about 3 or 4 of them all up over the last decade. Yeah, and so again, the position has been the same, just to mentor and help people kind of bounce their ideas off me. Often not the case with the Aussie guys, but Zone Asia in particular, they often have many questions about, cultural references and culture kind of touchstones that they may need an equivalent for, and so bits and pieces like that. It varies again from zone to zone, so just being there for them, encouragement and that kind of thing has been the role over the few years that I've done it. Yeah. This year's cast members are great. Bec Melrose from New South Wales won Raw Comedy last year, so safe bet, really strong act. Great kind of, I guess it's observational stand-up with a bit of a absurd twist. So it's quite surreal in some ways. So yeah, hot ticket. She's Raw winner. So guaranteed good time, and she's a fantastic person. Yeah. Ben's also from New South Wales. He's fantastic. He's the MC, and it's become clear to me through doing a few comedy zones who's an experienced MC and who isn't, and he has been picked obviously because he is, and you can tell just in the sessions we've had so far that he's very strong. He knows how to get a crowd going and interact with them. You kind of have to have one foot in the crowd as an MC just to kind of understand both sides, and he's definitely got that. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that comes out on stage in front of a pumping weekend crowd, for example. Charity Werk is amazing diva. She is a songstress. She's got some great kind of observational comedy as well. Yeah, just great sort of I guess societal commentary, I guess is the phrase I was looking for. So, a wonderful person to have kind of come in and kind of drop all kind of biases or if people come in who are prejudiced or anything like that. Cuts right through that with amazing wit and fun and a finisher you won't believe. So Charity's fantastic. David Woodhead is fantastic. I worked with him on black comedy on the ABC, and he's a young guy. He reminds me so much of me when I was starting comedy out. He's got a big beard and curly hair, so and he's just a really lovely guy. He's like a jolly giant. He's really super tall, but super friendly as well. Yeah, so you'd probably meet him in a dark alley and get very frightened and then realize he's a big teddy bear. Very funny as well. Yeah. Emma Holland's great. She's from ACT. I'm not sure that we've had many from the ACT. It's a hard place to kind of start comedy, because there's not much rooms and not much stage time, which you need to kind of get to the level that she's at. So she's done incredibly well, worked hard, and she's a lovely bit of texture for the show because she's super visual. Like she has lots of flashcards, big ones on a easel, and so her jokes have got like double impact because she's doing them verbally and non-verbally. So yeah, super funny, and yeah, a real treat. It's just a great ticket, like it's reliable branding. The comedy festival, they work so hard. Like they genuinely pick out 5 people who are already great because they've worked so hard in the past, but they also recognize something about their future. So the comedy festival recognize that they're great, A, they're different from everybody else, B, and C, they're going somewhere and they've got ambition. So they want to nurture that and help that along and put a bit of wind beneath their wings, to use a tired cliche. So they do that tirelessly all year long. They don't rest on their laurels. They're seeing all the raw heats every year. They're seeing all the comedy clubs around the country. They go to Asia during the road show. There's a road show that goes around the country here and to Southeast Asia. They're getting out there. They're sitting through hours and hours of comedy and distilling it into this show and the Comedy Zone Asia. So you gotta come along because that's not a small feat, and it's a treat for audiences because you get the fruit of that labor, which is the best of Southeast Asia and Australia. Yeah. Great night out. Yeah.